Hi, this is Mia, and it is Wednesday already, is it? So I go back to my job. I started feeling sick again today with phlegm in my throat. I started doing my regular Thursday tomorrow. Because of my income situation, I'm going to have to go all day, get up and go. So I need to start my laundry actually soon. I'm not actually that worried about it because I did buy an extra pair of pants. And I need to sew the patch on one of these shirts. I need to, what do you call that roller thing? Let something happen with one of these shirts that I washed. I shouldn't even be concerned about my shirt. I should just wear the t-shirt because it's so cold. But I didn't wash my long johns. It's been pretty cold. And I actually need to go out and purchase some more. So maybe I could do that today. I thought I had in this stuff some paperwork that needs to be filled out. I need to put that stuff in the, this stuff needs to get notarized, so I need to put some of that into the file cabinet. Notary signing, I've been trying to talk a little bit about this. Somebody wrote on the Facebook group, which if you watch Griffin Notary Griffin or whatever his channel is, I'm sorry, I can't remember, he was talking about not paying attention to these people at the Facebook groups. But it's weird that he knows so much about what's going on. And someone was talking about, oh, you can only charge, they're talking about a platform, your $4 fee. They're trying to tell them what to put in their journal. I thought it was the same post. And then someone was talking about if you have a platform fee, pass that on to the signer. But as far as I'm concerned, you can't pass on. If I was discussing this yesterday, if the place is charging you $25 per notarial act or whatever for remote online notary program usage, and you have a signature here, if they came to my office and they said, I need one signature notarial act, boom, $4. That's it. Nothing else. But if I were to say, oh, you're across town and everybody's sick, we're going to do remote online, my understanding is $4. It doesn't matter if these people charge me. I see people putting up $120-something for mobile and online notary base price plus the fees for the certain type of documents. And I'm like, what is this? I think they're nationwide companies that are getting notaries signed up with them, or they're getting their notary somehow recruiting people to, if you have to live or work in that state or district like DC, I think they're like recruiting people, and then they're putting this huge base rate 24/7. So that's what I'm going to say. In general, I wanted to type in the title and description if I'm talking about notary work or notary tips, resources. Again, yesterday I'm not even sure that I wrote down what I wanted to do when I upload the video, but yesterday I did end up having some talk about following the rules and looking up the rules, and look them up again. If you printed them or saved them, look them up again so that you can see any updates, because they don't necessarily, that's the problem with, they don't necessarily email you and say, oh, actually I think they do they do email you and say, hey, we changed the rules. But when I look at my emails, I don't always say, stop everything, let me go in, click on this and read it thoroughly. I might click on it to save it as an open page on my phone or something, and then everything like, too many pages open, click, close, like, or open it, skim it, be like, okay, I know how I am, it's going to disappear, do I skim this stuff, and then come back and really read it again and make sure I didn't read it wrong, or trying to use the phone, if you had to like scoot the page back and forth, you might miss a couple words. So just keep up on what you see. Try to do organization on like, everyone's always like, oh, I use this platform for this, I use this platform for this, I use this platform for this. So I need to do is use the platforms that I have that I don't need to pay money for. If you have a folder in your email, free email account, start putting that stuff in there. Let's jump to me being really busy. There's like something weird in the water bottle. Looks like 707. I need to fill that paperwork out ASAP. I don't like when I think about trying to go to the job tomorrow because it makes me anxious about not having my time to myself. But I've been sick, so all of my jobs have gotten no income. I take it back. When I stopped being sick, had my negative antigen testing, then I did do a couple of eBay packaging Mondays morning, I think. So I need to use this. My other driver, external hard drive, is full. I feel like I need to there's so much data everywhere. Like this hog. I started paying Google $1.99 per month to get, was it 200 gigabytes of data? I'm like, I'm an idiot. So the problem is any pictures and stuff I take gets put in my Gmail account, and so that is taking up a lot of space, and it's really irritating. And I went to try to move these movies of myself off, and I don't know, it seemed like it saved it as an HTML. So I was like, oh, forget it. And so I feel like an idiot. Going back to data, I said this yesterday, if I use my computer and I have my scanner connected to the computer, it will not save the scan documents. The file is too big. I don't know. I gotta move stuff off. It's getting out of control. If I take a picture with this app on here, it's not that great. The camera is not the best. I probably should put the app on my phone, but the phone is getting full. I couldn't take pictures of the snow the other day. The computer's getting full because I make all these videos and don't necessarily move them off. My external hard drive's getting full. I misplaced my other external hard drive, which I was looking for desperately, and when I came here, I misplaced the cord. I had 2 cords. It's ridiculous. It's like the old ones. I wonder if this one has that kind of cord. So I am overwhelmed. So that's why I don't, when I'm at home or my work hours for my other job change, my self-confidence goes up because I'm not just picking up trash off the ground, and I'm getting calls and texts about people wanting to hire me to be their doctor, or their kid's doctor usually. I'm getting sales on my store. I'm able to accept loan signings. I find like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment at this time, or I have an appointment in the afternoon, or I have something in the evening already scheduled. Then it's like, am I going to be able to do a loan signing at 9 a.m., an hour out of town, and do all that and drive back and get home before my 11:30 or my 12:30 appointment? Like, it's just, between the appointments for my health, I was going to physical therapy twice a week. I think I had some more, or at least one more appointment, and they totally dropped me as a patient. I was sick one day, and then another day I was so sick and nauseated and dizzy I couldn't get out of bed, and I called. I was thinking of having my boyfriend drive me, and I was like, I didn't want to throw up all over the people and the floor, and I was so nauseated, and it's like COVID time. It's like I didn't get any tests or knowing that my symptoms, because I'm a doctor, I pull up my electronic health electronic health records. I will see all these like nausea, vomiting, rhinitis, cough, danger. That is a symptom of COVID-19. Like, it'll just like flash this alert. And the first time I was absent, they're like, oh, we can reschedule later this week. The second time I was absent, which was A few months later, all during COVID, they said, oh, we can't reschedule you. We're going to put you on the wait list. So we'll contact you if we have a cancellation. That was like 3 months ago, and I have not been called. And I was like, screw you. You guys charge $300 per visit, $600 a week just for me. I have been going there since 2020 and hadn't missed any other appointments. And then I end up with this Omicron going on, keep getting sick, and I end up actually testing positive. So I'm like, you guys want us to come in? You know, there's old people in there already coughing and carrying on all over everybody. They were doing that. Was I going there before we were wearing masks? I don't know. Anyway, so it's a different story. And it sucks because if something happens and I get sent back, I'm going to have to ask my healthcare provider to send me to a different facility. Because I don't think that's fair. I think if it's COVID time, you need to really be not in. You're in there for an hour, okay, folks? Not have somebody in a room that's crowded with 10 people. I don't know. I feel like that's careless. But the money is more important. The people who are getting the money aren't exposed to those of us that are sick. And it doesn't even matter. People talk about, oh, COVID, this, blah, blah, blah. We shouldn't have been going out when we were sick before COVID-19. There's all the coronaviruses, but we shouldn't have been going out when we had a cold or flu or any kind of disease, skin disease, like lice, you know. They used to be like, knit free. You can't come back to school. My kids got it before at school. And then they're like, oh, you can come without live bugs and you can have nits. And so the school kids got chronic lice. My kids were there for my daughter's there for 9 years. The younger class had chronic lice for all those years when they got rid of that knit-free policy. All the coats were hung in closets, all touching. Backpacks and coats and hats were all touching. Yuck. The hoods and the collars. Someone told me, yeah, you know what they need to do? At my old school, we had this chronic lice going from everyone, and they put, did they put it in like a dry cleaner bag? No one knows what those are really. Somehow they put it in trash bags, and every kid got their trash bag, right? And when my kids were going to that school, I came home and put their stuff in trash bags. I was like, strip down at the door, it's going in the bag. It's like, you can get your homework out of your backpack later. Like, it's going into, I felt like, I was like, I didn't know anything. My dad was in the military, and my mom was a wife of an officer, but that's not, nobody called her that title. She had probably, I feel like that was a role during the Vietnam War where she was living over in Thailand. Well, my dad was living over there because of the Little War. And then she became a civil servant, I think that's the term she used. I'm not sure if that's correct. She worked at the youth center. She was always working with kids. She worked at the youth center and at the roller rink as a manager. And she did a lot for the base and the town. She should be written in the history books for women, especially black women coming in. My dad went into the military during segregation, so the black woman going into the military work and spouse of a officer during segregation in the U.S. That was a generation ago. Unbelievable. That really should be. I'll have to write something about it. I think my daughter actually needs to talk to me about something for family. She has all these family projects from school. So I've been really anxious. Last week I got really sick again, thinking about going to that job. Like right now, it makes me feel like I'm having tears in my eyes. Besides the fact I closed my eyes and I could see like a half of a donut from this ring light. I was gonna look some stuff up and I can't remember what I wanted to look up. Let me pause it for a second. All right, so this is life's journey. I am getting really unsettled about the increased prices of everything, from rent to food to... Oh, I can't see the light now. Let me see, put it... Oh, yeah, I can put it back a little bit. It's gonna have shadows if I do that. Gas. You see, everything. We had to go and get some headlights. We had to get, brake lights. I believe they're still incandescent. They were $9.99. We tried to get the LED, and they were $19.99. Didn't work, so we had to go return them. So I guess it's good that you can take care of this kind of stuff inside of the parking lot of AutoZone. I was gonna do, while I was on this charger, while I was on this video, we're gonna update a couple of eBay listings to freshen up the listing, okay? So I have a notification, and I have something in my cart. So somebody bought this ring. I forgot about it. $19.49 for a opal. I missed it. I don't have any money. Someone bought this opal, and I bid on it, and I totally forgot about it. It's too late now, right? So I'm trying to sell stuff to get money so I could pay my bills. And then, I end up buying stuff that's overpriced, that's got value in my mind. Alright, now, I don't do this a lot. If I bid on something like this, I didn't get on there right before 8 to try to, what the heck is this? Junk drawer lot, Star Wars, Superman, knife, silver, coins, cars, McDonald's, stamps. The heck? What's this Star Wars thing? It's got like little bits of coins. So you know they took all the good stuff out. What is this? Okay. $6 plus $17 shipping. Place bid. Alright, I don't have room. Alright, so the stuff for sale is distracting me, so let's put that down for a minute. I had to do this. I was looking at Goodwill. Walking in, you see the vases full of jewelry and watches and stuff, old earrings. And I kept wanting it so bad, and I said, put together your own, get a vase, and put together all this jewelry that you find in the drawers, mismatched earrings, handmade stuff. So I did. I put it, and it's on the top of the stairs, and I put all this. I still end up buying two, like, little fishbowl size of earrings. One was full of earrings, and one was full of watches. And I was like, have I lost my dang mind? I don't think there was any rings or bracelets or necklaces in there at all. And the earrings were handmade, so some of them had wrap of color around, like big hoop earrings, and they were all unraveling. I said, I can't even sell this stuff because it's just stuck on there. So it was a little bit disappointing. It looked like it was a vendor's kit, like somebody made a bunch of stuff to take to craft shows and just donated it. I'm saying that because there's a lot of duplicates and there was a lot of earring backs. But I have a pair of those earrings. Let me see if I can find them for you. Hold on, let me get them first. Hey, I thought I had they were blue with these plastic flowers, like light blue. Oh, I just love that color. It's kind of similar to this bracelet. All I could find, these are connected. All I could find was these. They're kind of a little, my boyfriend does not like these. I pulled these out, and I was going to sell the rest. they're not here with me right now, so I had to shut that part of my store down. Let's go ahead and do these changes. So there's a lot of anticipation. I usually at the end get to talking about preparedness, and I have purchased some items this week on my credit card that I cannot afford, and obviously or else I wouldn't have needed to use my credit card. I'm trying to find, okay, active. I'm going to revise this first one, which is a painting. I'm going to lower it by exactly $100. Wait, buy it now price. This price is not right on here, guys. Oh god, it cut off one of the numbers. I was like, what the heck? Alright, so I'm going to make this is a really high price item. 10900.99. Oh shoot, I don't know if it's letting me lower it. 109. I would have ended up with it as 1,000, and my boyfriend would have been like, oh my god. 10900.99. 84 to $220. And this is one I should not do while I'm on here. Let's add UPS ground. Add a shipping, so USPS parcel ground select, USPS ground. Prefer local pickup. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's go back and double check that the price is right. So I lowered it $100. The offer is still set. Okay, I'm gonna revise it. So they should get, the 3 watchers should get an email, or anyone who viewed it probably should get an email saying that it's done. This next one is a dish with a lid. I don't know where it is. I had a box on that shelf out there, but I don't know. There's 2 are all getting watched. This one is getting watched, and I need to find 28 of these containers, and I think they're in the storage room, so I need to make sure they're okay. I have this littlest pet shop horse that I have. I had it for like $100 because I didn't know. I couldn't find this. And do I have a description? I'm gonna lower the price to 71. And I'm accepting offers of $1. So I didn't find this item, so I just kept the price super high just because I've done it before where I listed something online and making sure it revised. I used to have a problem with stuff not getting saved, okay? And I found out something pretty rare. I didn't look it up or anything. I just listed it. It was a cross stitch with a gold needle or gold plated. I don't know if it was so. And I'm an idiot. It was vintage, and I ended up putting it online, and it sold within 3 minutes. And I only charged like $20, and that was one of my highest sales as a new seller. And I was like, oh crap, that was probably worth more. So you can see or you lose money. I had a dress, name brand, petite, brand new butterfly dress, and I wanted to actually keep it. I don't know why I didn't. And I needed the money, so I said, just keep it new with tags. I got it in a pack of stuff from Goodwill, and it was the black pants that I wanted, and a brand that I had, but those end up being like this much too long, and I don't think they were wool, but they were like heavy dress pants. I was like, oh, hemming that would kind of cause some issues, so I ended up having to sell everything. I had the dress up for like $24.99. Someone offered me like $22 or something. Something like I wanted to negotiate $2 more. She didn't buy the dress. I ended up selling the dress the next year for like $4.99. Face palm, you should have sold it for $20, $15, whatever she wanted. It was a brand name, not a luxury, but a brand name. It could have had a price tag of $100 or $60, you know, like the new tags price. So be careful with that. I may have asked my kid to whether I should sell it. There's a few things I asked my kid, and she goes, "No, you shouldn't sell it at that, or you shouldn't restock a certain item that was a heavy seller." And I know somebody else that was selling on eBay, and this person had a pair of shoes, I think they won, that were collector's items, and they had up a really high price, and they got offered same thing, a few dollars more, maybe quite a bit less. And this person ended up having their kid say, "No, don't sell it for anything less than such and such." And I think that they didn't sell the shoes. I don't know what happened, but it's like the same thing. I was like, we have to be careful listening to our kids. A lot of times the kids know something about a lot, like 99% of stuff. But you have to look at it sometimes if you're doing a business, and I don't know if you actually, I think you do call it e-commerce. Do you have that as a like experience, looking at YouTube videos, seeing what you're real life selling, looking at other people's? If I get back on here and look at, let's go to home, let's look up Littlest Pet Shop. Pony. You could do this with Pyrex, you could do this with Disney videos, you could do this, what's all other weird thing? Yeah. So $9.45, $5.75, $9.35 free shipping for a lot of 3 random farm animals: pig, tan and brown squirrel, purple eye horse, $9.95. So I didn't see the one that I had. This one has 6 bids, $5.50. Okay. It's actually not that much more. Indian ponies. Excuse me. I found this thing on the ground, okay, guys? Pink horse, $12.98. So mine, there was something unique about mine. It was like the color of the, something in the markings on it. I don't know anything about this. Someone's selling it, says 1 to 2 years, 0.6 cents, 2 bids, 5 days left, free shipping. So you can look at the market. If you have someone making suggestions to you, you could take it with a grain of salt, but they're not necessarily looking at that. They're not reading the rules. They're not reading the VARA or looking at the VARA list. They're not thinking about the fees, the shipping, the packaging, what it's going to take to wrap it up and deliver it, or take it to a place to get it maybe professionally wrapped if it's super valuable. What is it when it's your taxes and your store, if something breaks and you have to cancel the sale? you could lose your whole account. So with that, I also got on Mercari and did try to use a coupon, and I realized 2 days ago, Sunday, I tried to use the coupon, and then I realized the next day that I was already had a bra and it was a 3-pack of lavender satchels. That's why I didn't get the coupon, because it says, oh, list something, list your first item, get a coupon. So, another face pause. My boyfriend wanted me to do something, and I said, hold on, let me go ahead and update this item that I had. Did I have it sitting over here already that I was supposed to be posting, or maybe I already had pictures? I don't know what it was. So I did add another pair of pants yesterday, so I think I only have 4 items there. And then my Etsy, I need to take stuff down because they're charging me. I had stuff on there for like 2-3 years, and I'm like, no one's bought anything vintage stuff. What I'm thinking is, it's easier for me. When I was sick, my brain was foggy, and I was in bed, and I was like getting sore. So then I got out of bed and tried to do a little bit of something. Couldn't do laundry, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Was barely trying to take a shower, and had to think about the bills. It's really hard to be a business owner and have these days blocked off, but know that when you work that low-paying job, you make more than you do at your business. But your business has potential when you work at it to earn thousands of dollars a week, a day. When you get that, I haven't gotten that far. But then being vulnerable and going out and grasping at jobs that you can do around your other job and not having your instincts then puts you in a vulnerable situation to get sick or get stuck in a snowstorm or get stuck, in a situation where you're at work till 1 a.m. and have to be back at the next job at 5 a.m. It's just like you're grabbing at, trying to like keep from drowning, and you're just, so I'm hoping that the wealthy I see getting wealthier, the wealthy I see not investing in getting ripped off, buying a copper coin that's face value is a penny and spending $9 on it. Like, are you stupid? Like, it's not even have a face value. Like, I think I just bought something. I don't even think it has a face value. There's just a piece of metal that somebody put a stamp, made it into a shape. Like, I'm an idiot, right? So to end the video with the nugget of preps, just send me an email. I could see it, just the side of it. Old coin lot number 31 says start to say silver, and then old, that's 1481. Old U.S. coin mix lot, $57. All I see is this shape like a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All I see is 10 coins. It looks like the bottom has 2 regular pennies. Looks like at least 1 Indian head. I wish they could still have Indian heads. It looks like, is that a Mercury? I don't feel like clicking on this. I can't see what's on the top. Maybe it's a Kennedy or something. And some of these lots, they sold like over 1,000. So you're like, how did they sell 1,000 of that same set? Are they buying bulk coin rolls? Maybe that's, they're doing coin rolls and then saying, okay, I got 50 of these, 50 of these, 50 of these, 50 of these. Let's put it together as a 4-pack. Boom, 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 boom. So what I'm going to do is just go through my loose change and pull out any old pennies. Like, that's the only thing. I think I have one out for sale on eBay, and I don't have that coin anywhere to be found. So I think it's over here. I need to go check it or find it and take it offline. I need to probably pause that crab container thing or take it offline. You can, if you relist it you'll still have the same watchers. If you sell similar, you won't have the same watchers, but you can cancel that listing. So it'll go in a different category in my, or different, I'll say active, sold, unsold. So if I take the crab thing down, the penny thing down, because I don't know where the items are, then you can relist. They disappear after a while. I'm pretty sure they only save those for a little while. So be careful if you have to go on vacation or you get sick. I was going to try to shut my store down when I got sick. I was like, please don't sell. I was like, I'm going to have to hazmat suit. I said, I didn't want to sell. And then when I was better, I sold a couple of things. But you should sell a couple of things an hour if you really want to make. I mean, if you sold something that cost $1,000 every day, then that's fine. But then you're going to be paying taxes, shipping, insurance, and fees. So you're not going to pocket $1,000. You'll be lucky if you get 900, right? All the fees. So keep that in mind. You don't, like, my mind is stumbling right now, my words, because I feel greedy, saying I need more money. I'm $500,000 in debt, guys, for my student loans. The bank dropped the ball on me buying this trailer for $350 a month on its own property. I haven't seen anything like it. I've seen some properties that were cheap, plain properties without wells or perk tests, and those are gone. Somebody's snatching that stuff up. They're gone, gone, gone. Some of the stuff's been listed online for a year, and they're lowering the price, and people are watching it, not just me, and they're gone. The only thing, if you buy a crappy house that's, like, really needs to be demolished, has complete holes in the roof, and it costs $50,000, why is buying that a bad thing when you're living in an apartment paying $1,000 to $2,000 a month and you're going to leave with nothing? And your landlords don't fix you, have to fix everything. And there's hazards and issues and safety issues where your life is at stake. I'm going to stop that video. I'm going to get something to eat. And the reason that I said this at the end, I'm getting nervous, is I feel like if I had bought those properties and really strive to obtain these things, my family is not on board. Then after the property disappeared, oh yeah, I wouldn't have mind had that. Why does it matter? Are they paying for it? Are they offering me even $1,000 or $500 to do some of the fees, transfer the deed, or whatever? They're not offering me a penny. I need to stop, help, and support everybody. And Mia needs, I did a scenario the other day, Miss Mia needs a property and build from that. And that could turn into something that the family can use us together. And so my biggest thing is I don't have the money. I don't have a way to finance it, like a monthly payment, because I've been turned down and I'm trying not to give up. But the one thing is, I'm a little bit scared to buy something in a subdivision and have this vacant lot and all the other houses around. But what could you do if you did that? Sell it, right? In a couple of years. Oh, there's this great subdivision, great schools. You paid $40,000. Well, we're gonna come back next year and pay $140,000. Maybe not. Maybe they only pay $10,000. Maybe you get a fine from the city because you didn't cut the grass and maintain it, and there's snakes coming out of it, and neighbors complained. Maybe there's HOA that starts or goes up. Maybe the taxes went from $70 a year to $7,000. Like, you know what I'm saying here? Like, you have to be wise. I've done some stuff where I bought one property and I wanted to recreate that, and I'm kicking myself for not doing it because all those places, people got money in their pockets and their banks, and they're able to snatch that stuff up. So my problem is, if my goal is $250,000, but I'm spending $10 on a penny so that I can leave it for my kids, you know, seeing as someone's gonna, if I die today, they'd be like, what's all these pennies? Just cash those into the bank. Like, no, they're special. They're worth at least $2. We pay $10 for it. The person. But being preparedness minded, you can have little bits of junk silver, little bits of copper pennies, little bits of bartering supplies. You can have liquor and batteries as a bartering supply. You can't eat that stuff. Life or death, you have a way to get clean water, air, shelter, and food, and medicine, and first aid, and this, and this, and this, and clothing. So then it becomes what you're investing in. So not putting my eggs in the same basket, I'm starting to have a lot of little baskets. I guess that's the point. Some of this I learned from my mother. So I'm going to tell you that, and I'm winging it. I'm winging it, and I'm telling you guys, we hope that nothing bad happens, that there's no war with Ukraine and Taiwan and China, and we're hoping that the government starts putting some limits on these these rental homes. And if you're an owner, you're not going to like that, but you need some place where you want to kick us all out, or not let us be homeowners and then have us camping out in a camper on the side of your road. People dumping their black water out your sewer drains. Like, you don't want that. And, you just basically keep us segregated as poor. But I don't want to be poor. I want to be out of debt. I don't want to have a credit card issue. And I just wanted to say that I haven't found any support with having missed 3 weeks of work from having COVID. I'm really scared about it. I've been finding dead ends. I don't see any support whatsoever. I just see the rent moratorium thing that was going on from before that they had reopened, at least. Was it in Oregon or in Maryland? I don't know. But everything could be stolen. Everything could get rotten. Everything could get accidentally thrown away or purposely thrown away. People could rob you. And if you had little bits of gold and silver and copper and palladium and batteries and medical supplies, someone could come in and you could go to the grocery store and come back and all your stuff could be gone. You could go through a storm or a chaos or something where buildings are destroyed, and you're going to go and get your camping gear and your camp stove and your water filter, and it could have been destroyed by a fire. Or you could have it where the roads are all shut down and you can't in any way sneak in, get into your apartment or your house. They're going to say, stay away from the area. Then what are you going to do? Do you have a pocket filter? Like, can you carry it unused? You don't want this stuff to freeze. Can you carry a mini filter or a life straw or the water tablets I have over here? That's not a good place for them. So just think about that. I'm going to try to write some more blogs so I can clear my thoughts. I may be able to read some of the blogs, or at least the bullet points. I'm getting some opportunities to do some work from home, so I'm going to let you guys know if this survey stuff is legitimate or if it's a scam. It sounds kind of scammy, to tell you the truth. And one thing I'm finding with this respondent is people are asking all the questions, and it sounds like they're getting all the answers they want from what you type, but they're not going to hire you to pay you the $150 that they're trying to entice you with. So I'm finding that they're asking some really detailed questions. They're not saying, hey, are you a good fit? We're going to ask some screening questions. They're asking some really detailed questions with wanting really detailed answers. Peace, guys.